Good day everyone, I am JR Horgitame and I'm going to demonstrate how to utilize electronic media in facilitating training. To start the demonstration, first we must gather the necessary devices and equipment. First we have here the laptop, second would be the LCD projector, behind me we have the LCD projector screen, and for connecting the devices we have the HDMI cord, the power cord, and the extension wire for the power supply. Now, I'm going to introduce the main parts of the LCD projector and its functionalities. The front part is where we will find the control panel. It is used if you want to change the setting of your projector using different control buttons. This is the power button to turn on and off the projector, the menu button. This is used if you want to change the settings of the projector, the escape button, if you want to exit a particular function in your projector. So we have here the lens. This one is used to project image. This is the focus ring. By rotating this ring, it will focus the projected image. This is the tilt slider. It is used to align the projected image. And this is the lens cover to cover the lens. Now, this is the exhaust vent, this part. And on my left side, we have here the air filter and the intake vent. And this is the remote receiver. And of course, we have the front elevation foot, used to adjust the height of projection. And now let's go to the rear part of the projector. This is the rear part of the projector. This is where you can find the different connection ports, such as the AC input port. This one is the LAN port. This one would be the USB port. And this one is the HDMI port. This one, the blue one, the VGA port. And this three, the audio and the visual ports. So we have also the speaker, this one. And this two would be the rear elevation feet. Now, I'm going to show you how to connect the projector to our laptop and to the power source. First thing first is we have to prepare the extension wire. We have to plug in the extension wire to the power source, like this. Alright? Next step would be, you have to get your power cord or the power cord. You have to plug the one end and the AC input port and the other one to the extension wire for the source of electricity. So this one for the AC input port. And the other one is to the power supply. Next, get the HDMI cord. We will connect it to the projector and the other end to our laptop, like this. And the other end to our projector. So, make sure it is in the proper orientation to avoid damaging the cords. Next would be, you have to make sure that the HDMI cord is inserted properly. Now let's try the functionality of the projector. To turn on the projector, click on the power button once. Please take note, there is a blue dotted source here. Now wait for a few seconds or minutes to project what is on the laptop to the projector screen. Alright, just wait for a few seconds or minutes. There you have it. To adjust the image, we will use the zoom ring and the tilt slider. We have to make sure our projection here is good. So we have to adjust the tilt ring, of course, and the tilt slider. Okay, that's all. Now that I have adjusted and attached the LCD projector to the laptop, I can start now the orientation. Okay, welcome to the Pollard School of Fisheries. an orientation on organic agriculture production in situ. So Dipolog School of Fisheries, it is only fisheries school in Dipolog City, in the province of Zamboanga del Norte. It was established in 1961 under Republic Act number 2635 as authored by the late Congressman Alberto Q. Ubay. The site has an area of 22 hectares. It is located 7 kilometers away from the city proper. So this caters to skills, training, instruction, promotes income-generating projects, research, and community-based training. Now moving on, there is also a test training institution. Now, so this is the vision, mission, and quality policy of Dipolog School of Fisheries. And this qualification or program has a 232 hours. Now, organic agriculture production consists of competencies that a person must achieve to produce organic farm products such as chicken and vegetable, including producing of organic supplements such as fertilizer, concoctions, and extracts, and a lot more. We have also the basic competencies under the 21st century. And of course, the common competencies, so we have here 5 competencies. Now, the units of competency comprising this qualification include the following. So we have core competency, namely raise organic chicken, produce organic vegetables, produce organic fertilizer, produce organic concoctions and extracts, and we have the 2 electives. We have here raise organic hogs and raise organic small ruminants. Now, if a person has achieved this qualification, he or she will be competent to be. Firstly, we have organic agricultural farmer, next one is organic chicken raiser, and a lot more. Now, what is organic agriculture production? Organic agriculture production includes all agricultural systems that promote the ecologically sound, socially acceptable, economically viable, and technically feasible production of food and fibers. Now, let's discuss what is CBT. Now, CBT stands for Competency-Based Training. The framework in teaching skill-based lesson is called Competency-Based Training, or the CBT. It focuses on skills development. That is why its approach differs from traditional education. Now, when we say traditional education, it is somewhat a teacher-centered approach. While the CBT, it focuses on the student-centered approach. Now moving on, let's discuss to you what is competency-based training delivery. So this one is the paradigm of the competency-based training. So as you can see on the screen, we have the student enters program. The next part would be student selects competency and receive instruction. And going to the right, we have the review learning package. And going to the other right, we have instructor observes performance, instructor raises performance, and of course, if the instructor do this task, so of course, he will be the one to evaluate his trainees, if the trainees are satisfactorily perform competency or have enough competency been achieved. And going down to the bottom part so that the trainees can do the exit now. Now, let's discuss to you what is recognition of prior learning, or the so-called RPL. So this is the acknowledgement of the individual skills, knowledge, and attitudes gained from life and work experiences outside registered training programs. So that is RPL. Now, let's discuss the 10 principles of competency-based training. The first one would be training is based on curriculum developed from the competency standards. Meaning to say, the trainer should be aware that all training activities are done towards the attainment of the assessment criteria set in the competency-based curriculum. The second one would be learning is competency-based or modular in structure. And we have here assessment of learners is based in the collection of evidences of work performance based in industry or organizational required standards. So this assessment is done to test whether the trainee is able to perform the job based on the required criteria. And we have also training allows for multiple entry and exit. Trainers do not need to wait for others to be competent before he can exit either a competency or qualification, meaning the fast learners may graduate faster than the others. Now let's compare the CBT and the traditional program. So these are the difference between the CBT and the traditional approach. So when we say traditional approach, the instructors focus on managing instruction, meaning to say it is more on teacher-centered approach. While when we say CBT, trainers focus on managing learning. So meaning to say it is a student-centered approach. And let's discuss to you the role of the CBT trainer. Now, as a trainer, so we will serve as a team member to determine what is to be learned, and we'll be the one to evaluate student achievement. Now, let's discuss to you the role of CBT training. Now, you as trainee, what are your rules? Now, first we have trainers may select what they want to learn and when they want to learn it within reason. No? Trainers learn at their own rate within program guidelines. They may speed up, slow down, stop, or even repeat the tasks. So that is your rule as a trainee. Now, what is CBLM? CBLM stands for Competency-Based Learning Materials. Now, it is a designed, carefully developed learning materials that gives trainees detailed instructions to guide them through the learning process, or it is somewhat the blueprint or the lesson plan of the entire training. So that is CBLM. Now, let's have here the CBT monitoring tools. So far we have two monitoring tools, namely the achievement chart, the progress chart. Now, let's discuss this one by one. Now, accomplishment chart or the achievement chart. So this is a chart, this is a record of the required activities for every trainee. Compared to the progress chart, it is more detailed record of the self-checks, job sheets, operation sheets, competency assessment, and a lot more, not to be accomplished by each trainee. Now, moving on, we have here the progress chart. Now, a progress chart, this is a chart that shows learning outcomes where the trainees show the required degree of competence. It is somewhat a record of trainees' progress and a form of giving information for the trainees which learning outcomes are accomplished or yet to be learned. So that is the progress chart. Now, let me present to you the workshop layout. In agriculture or organic agriculture production in situ, we have the total workshop area of 102 square meters. Now, let's discuss to you these areas. So first thing first, we have to, of course, we have to undergo the training. So we have to go here, entrance first, and of course, in the layout, we can see the trainer's resource area, institutional area, practical work area, and the other areas. And of course, we have all here the exit, and we have to consider also the medical kit, the fire extinguishers, the recycle. So if you have no questions so far, that's the end of our orientation. So now we are going to disconnect our laptop and projector. Now, to turn off the projector, we have to double click the power button like this. Okay, so there's no projection at all. While we wait for the projector to fully shut down, you may turn off the laptop. Alright. Now, you have to disconnect the HDMI cord by pulling it properly. Now, we have to disconnect the HDMI cord from the laptop and, of course, from the projector. You have to pull it properly and correctly. And we have to unplug the cord from the power supply. And unplug the power cord from the extension wire and, of course, from the projector. Okay. For safekeeping, you can do the following. Make sure that the projector is already cooled down, meaning it's already cooled down. Then we have to return the projector and the connecting devices in its bag or box. So you have to place it in a safe location such as cabinet. So, of course, we have to get this one from the power supply. You have to return also the connecting devices from its bag. And that's it. That's all for utilize electronic media in facilitating training. Once again, I am Jari Horigitome saying thank you and have a good day.